Did you know that once you cross age 60, your legs begin losing strength at a rate that most people never notice, until suddenly, everyday movements start feeling heavier? Getting up from a chair takes more effort. A small step feels higher than it used to, and walking long distances slowly becomes something you used to do. By the time many people reach 70, this loss becomes so significant that it changes the way they move, their balance, and even their confidence. But here's the part almost nobody talks about. A huge portion of this decline is reversible, even if you're 70, 80, or well beyond. I've watched older adults who struggle just to stand regain strength, stability, and independence using just 4 extremely simple movements that take less than 10 minutes a day and can dramatically change how your legs function in only a few weeks. But before we begin, there's something you must understand. After 60, your legs don't weaken simply because muscles shrink. One of the biggest reasons is something scientists call neuromuscular slowdown. The communication between your brain and your leg muscles becomes weaker, slower, and less precise. It's like having powerful leg muscles, but the signal from your brain keeps cutting out. The exciting truth? The right movements don't just rebuild muscle, they reactivate that communication system. And the 4 movements you'll learn in this video are specifically chosen because they strengthen your legs and reconnect those fading neural pathways. Stay with me, because the 4th movement surprises almost everyone with how effective it is. Before we start, tell me your name and where you're watching from the comments. Exercise number 1. This exercise is one that many people underestimate, but it's actually one of the most functional movements for maintaining independence as you age. It's called a modified step-up, and even though it looks simple, it targets the exact combination of muscles you rely on every single day. Think about all the movements you perform without even noticing. Getting in and out of the car, climbing a stair, stepping over a curb, lifting yourself from a low seat. This one movement mimics all of them. Here's why this exercise matters more than most people realize. Research shows that even a low step-up fires your quadriceps, glutes, and deep hip stabilizers all at once. These are the muscles that keep you steady, help you climb, help you rise, and protect you from falls. And yet, most people either do this movement incorrectly or avoid it entirely because they think it's too basic. But the truth is, when done properly, it's one of the most powerful leg strengthening tools for adults over 60. Let me show you how to do it the right way. You'll need a firm, stable step or platform. If you're just beginning, start with something very low. 2 to 4 inches is perfect. Even a yoga block or a low step stool works beautifully. The height is more important than most people think, and starting too high is one of the biggest reasons people struggle. Also, have something nearby for balance, a wall, countertop, or chair within arm's reach. Safety first, always. Stand facing your step with your feet hip-width apart. Before moving, take a deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale slowly through your mouth, step up with your stronger or more stable leg first. The key here is to press through your whole foot, especially the heel, not just the toes. Imagine pushing the ground down and away from you rather than pulling your body upward. Bring your other foot up to meet it. Pause at the top for at least 1 second. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, and your core gently engaged. Now step back down with the same leg you started with, inhaling as you lower yourself. The magic of this movement is in the control. No dropping, no plopping, smooth and steady wins. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions per side, 2 times per day. After 2 to 3 weeks, when the movement begins feeling easier, increase the height just 1 inch or 2. That small change makes a big difference. Now, the most common mistake, using momentum. Many people step too fast or lean too far forward. Slow, mindful movement builds far more strength and protects your joints. And if balance is a challenge right now, don't worry. Start by simply tapping your foot onto the step without lifting your entire body. It still activates the right muscles while building confidence. And if you're still watching, thank you. Your attention means a lot. A quick thumbs up helps others find these exercises and encourages me to keep creating helpful content for you. Before we move on, I want you to think about this. What if I told you there's a simple movement coming next that strengthens an area of your legs that most people completely ignore, but is responsible for stability, balance, and even the way you walk? Stick around, because this next one surprises almost everyone. Exercise number 2. Most people overlook this exercise, yet it plays a crucial role in keeping you steady, preventing falls, and helping you move confidently throughout the day. It's called the standing heel raise, and although it may seem simple, It targets one of the most important muscle groups for adults over 60, your calves and the deep stabilizer muscles in your feet and ankles. Now here's something many people don't know. Your calves aren't just muscles used for walking or climbing stairs. They're sometimes referred to as your second heart. Every time they contract, they help pump blood back upward toward your heart, improving circulation, reducing swelling, and lowering the risk of blood pooling in your legs. This is especially important if you spend long periods sitting or standing. But that's not all. Studies show that strengthening the calf muscles, particularly through slow, controlled lowering movements, significantly reduces fall risk by improving ankle stability and boosting neuromuscular control. In simple terms, this exercise trains your legs to react faster, stabilize better, and support your balance when the ground beneath you isn't perfectly stable. Let me walk you through how to do this correctly. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, toes facing forward. Use a countertop, sturdy chair, or wall for light support. Not a full grip, just your fingertips resting gently. Before moving, take a slow breath in through your nose. As you exhale, rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as comfortably possible. Imagine growing an inch taller, lifting to the crown of your head. Hold at the top for a full 2 seconds. This small pause helps activate the muscles that support your ankles and keep you balanced. Now here's the part most people rush, and it's actually the most important. As you inhale, lower your heels back to the floor slowly, taking at least 3 to 4 seconds. This slow lowering phase triggers the strongest muscle response, and it's where most of the strength gains happen. Your calves work harder while lowering than while lifting, something most people never realize. Aim for 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. Doing this once in the morning and once in the evening is ideal. Over time, as the movement becomes easier, you can make simple progressions. Increase the hold at the top to 3 seconds, loosen your grip on your support, or eventually try single leg heel raises. You can even add light hand weights later on for an extra challenge. A common mistake is bouncing at the bottom or moving too quickly. Remember, fast movements build momentum, not strength. Slow and controlled is the secret. If you're still watching and this explanation makes sense, type yes in the comments. If anything feels confusing, type 2, and I'll make sure future videos are even clearer and easier to follow. Now, before we move to the next exercise, I want you to think about this. What if one small daily movement could instantly make your ankles feel looser, reduce stiffness in your feet, and even improve the way you walk? Yet almost no one over 60 does it? Stick with me, because this next one is a game changer for your mobility. Exercise number 3, ankle circles and toe taps. This is the exercise most people rarely think about, yet has one of the biggest impacts on how steady, confident, and smooth your walking feels. These movements, ankle circles and toe taps, focus on the muscles that quietly determine whether your steps feel light and controlled or stiff and uncertain. Here's something interesting. As we age, the first place stiffness usually shows up isn't in the hips or knees. It's in the ankles. When your ankles lose mobility, your stride shortens, your feet stop lifting fully, and you begin adopting that slow, careful, shuffling walk that so many people assume is just part of getting older. But it doesn't have to be. Research in the field of gait mechanics confirms that strong, mobile ankles are one of the strongest predictors of balance, walking speed, and fall prevention for adults over 60. Your ankles are your foundation. When the foundation stiffens or weakens, every step becomes harder, and the rest of your leg muscles must work overtime just to keep you stable. That's why this exercise is so powerful. Let's begin with ankle circles. You can do this seated in a sturdy chair or lying down, whatever is most comfortable. Extend one leg slightly forward, keeping the knees soft and relaxed. Now imagine your big toe is a pencil, and you're drawing the largest, smoothest circle you can in the air. Rotate clockwise for 10 slow circles. Then switch and rotate counterclockwise for 10 more. Keep the movement isolated. Your leg stays still. The motion comes from your ankle only. Breathe naturally, relaxing your shoulders and keeping your core lightly engaged. Now for toe taps, which awaken the 2 key muscle groups responsible for lifting and lowering your foot with every step. Using the same leg, gently flex your foot upward toward your shin. Hold for 1 second. Then point your toes away from you. That's 1 repetition. Flexing up strengthens the muscles along the front of your shin, which lift your foot so you don't trip over small bumps or uneven surfaces. Pointing down strengthens your calf and improves the spring-like action of your step. Aim for 15 to 20 toe taps per leg, moving slowly and keeping your breathing steady. Exhale as the toes come up, inhale as they point away. You can repeat this entire sequence 2 or 3 times a day while watching TV, talking on the phone, or even during a quiet moment at the table. Some people do these before getting out of bed, which gently wakes up the feet and reduces that stiff morning feeling. As you progress, you can increase the challenge by using a resistance band or holding each position for 2 to 3 seconds. Before we move on, I want you to think about something. What if there was a simple movement, something you could do while standing in your living room, that wakes up your entire lower body, boosts circulation, sharpens your coordination, and leaves your legs feeling more energized within seconds? Stay with me, because what comes next brings everything together. Exercise number 4, marching in place. Exercise number 4 is what I like to call the great connector, because it brings together everything we've been building in the previous movements. Leg strength, balance, coordination, posture, and that essential communication network between your brain and your lower body. If the earlier exercises strengthen individual pieces, this one helps them all work together smoothly, the way your body is meant to move. Marching in place may look simple, but it's one of the most functional, powerful movements for adults over 60. It strengthens your hip flexors, your quadriceps, your core, and the stabilizing muscles that support your pelvis. But here's what truly makes it special. It trains your legs to support your body one side at a time. Just like walking, a recent mobility study found that older adults who practice marching exercises just a few minutes a day improved walking speed, step height, endurance, and stability significantly. And this makes perfect sense, because marching forces the brain to coordinate lifting one leg while balancing on the other. This isn't just exercise, it's training your legs and brain to work in sync again. You have 2 variations to choose from, seated or standing. Both are excellent, and you can switch between them depending on your comfort and confidence. Let's start with the seated version. Sit tall near the front edge of a sturdy chair with your feet hip-width apart and planted firmly on the floor. Lift your chest, relax your shoulders, and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your right knee as high as is comfortable, bringing your foot completely off the floor. Hold for 1 second, then slowly lower it back down as you inhale. Now repeat with the left knee. That's 1 full march. Maintain a steady rhythm. Lift lower, lift lower. As you continue, gently engage your core by drawing your belly button a little toward your spine. This stabilizes your trunk and protects your lower back. Start with 20 marches, 10 per leg, and progress to 30 to 40 as this becomes easier. Now, if you're ready for more challenge, the standing version is your next step. Stand tall behind a counter or sturdy chair for light support. You don't need to grip, just rest your fingertips lightly for balance. Lift one knee up to a comfortable height. It does not need to go very high. Even lifting your thigh halfway is highly effective. Lower it with control, then switch legs. Just like before, think rhythm. Smooth, steady, controlled. Focus on posture while marching. Chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, core lightly engaged, a weight evenly distributed. As you get stronger, you can make small but meaningful progressions. Reduce how much you hold on to support. Lift the knees slightly higher. Increase the marching speed for a cardiovascular boost. Add gentle arm swings opposite the lifting leg, like natural walking. Perform 2 to 3 sets throughout your day. Start with 30 seconds at a time and gradually build up to 1 or 2 minutes as your endurance improves. This final movement ties all your strength, stability, and coordination together. Prepare your legs for confident, steady, everyday walking. All right, before you head off, let me test your brain and balance one more time. In exercise number 3, what simple cue did I say is the most important to keep your body steady? If you remember it, type it in the comments. If you're not sure, just type number 7, and I'll reply with the correct answer. This little challenge isn't a test. It's just a fun way to keep your mind sharp and see who's truly training both their body and their awareness. Now, here's your daily routine. Perform all 4 movements once in the morning and once in the evening. The entire routine takes less than 10 minutes, but the payoff is huge. Start with the most comfortable version of each exercise, seated, supported, or slower, and gradually increase the challenge as your strength builds. Within just 3 to 4 weeks, you should notice you're walking with more ease, standing up with less effort, and feeling more stable when moving around your house or outdoors. You might even notice your posture improving without you thinking about it. And remember this, consistency always wins over intensity. Doing these movements daily at an easier level beats pushing yourself too hard once in a while. Your legs, your balance system, and your confidence respond best to steady, repeated practice. We share simple, research-backed tips for staying strong, active, and independent every week. So make sure to subscribe and stay connected. Now take a deep breath, pick one exercise, and do it right now. Your future self will thank you.